Well, hello everyone, it's Lulu. How are you this Sunday evening? Wow, I didn't take any notes. I meant to take notes to see what I should talk about this weekend, but let me bring this down a little bit so once again I can make Nina happy so she can see me more of me, although I'm just wearing a simple black dress and accoutrements. Or is that a food? Anyway, so next door to us, some of you know that next door to us last Saturday, we actually had our neighbor pass away from COVID. He was diagnosed, the test result came the Saturday before, and he was gone by the following Saturday. No underlying conditions, he's 67. As far as I know, Maria, who is his wife, has tested negative, otherwise they would have had to hold the wake and the funeral yet even longer. But from test result to death, a week. Just kind of, I think all of us have been saying that, or a lot of us have been saying that we're starting to get a little sloppy, a little used to it, a little about, this is the norm, it's not that unusual. But then you hear that and it's your next door neighbor. Yipers. And if I already talked about this last week, I apologize. Mom is still alive. That's all I can say. That's kind of all I can say. Ben was in town this weekend. My husband's birthday was Friday. Ben and Lexi were in town this weekend. We had a magnificent dinner last week. We always go to VITO's favorite restaurant, and usually right on his birthday, but Ben had a wedding reception up in Wisconsin, so he was there with Lexi on Friday. And Saturday we had the family celebration, and it was wonderful. Much more limited menu than usual. No salt and pepper on the table, although when you asked for salt and pepper, they brought shakers versus the little bags, thank goodness. But much more limited. And I noticed that usually it's like the lobster and the Alaskan king crab legs that say market price on them, if you know what I mean. All the meat, whether it be the porterhouse or the filet mignon or the sirloin or the New York strip, whichever one it was, from the least expensive to the most expensive, those were all MP, market price. So that was a little shocking. Usually it's the other way around. But we had a delightful, the conversation did not end. From the time we sat down to the time we left, conversation did not end, and it was marvelous. I thought I beat the cicadas out. I guess not. Oh, maybe you'll listen to me. So I thought this week it might be fun to see some of the makeup items I wore. I don't really do a makeup item basket of the week. I used to a long time ago. Now it's like whatever. But I am thinking a lot of my things have grown a little old. Time to get rid of them. Let's see what I can use. One of the samples I got, have I got a Sephora story for you. And it's a good ending. It's a very good ending. But one of them I requested was the Giorgio Armani Power Fabric Concealer. This one in 3 was way too light. So my normal color is 5.5, which is here in the foundation. So we'll see if it works in the concealer as well. For shadows, went to the Lorac Pros. I mean, there's so many colors in here. Mostly used this one. Used this one last night and one other day. I wanted a really vivid blue last night, just as an accent color. And so I used this blue, and it was in fact very vivid. But I smudged it out, and it was just right. It wasn't overwhelming. But I used that, and I used my Lorac Pro a lot. Neutral, mostly neutral colors. What else can I tell you about? Persuasion Urban Decay mascara. I love it. I feel like I'm so far away from you. I love it. There we go. I love it. To this day, I love it. And then I tried an Avon one. It was okay. Would not reorder. Don't even know if they still make this, quite honestly. Some of my mascaras in my drawer we won't talk about. This is Avon True Color Super Extend Lengthening Mascara. So this one happens to be a yellow tube. Again, they could have redesigned the packaging. And this has a very straightforward, not bristle, but more the, what's it called, silicone tips. It was fine. It was fine. Prefer persuasion over it. Use, do you watch Nakia Joy on YouTube? She's an Australian makeup YouTuber, and she has her own line, mostly lashes. Like, she's very famous for her lashes, and I bought them. They are fabulous. But she started to venture out into makeup a little bit. She's mostly known for her oily skin, so it's great for those of us who have oily skin to watch her foundation reviews, powder reviews, etc. She came out with her own finishing powder, and it smells like cake batter. It is so light. My skin is simply flawless after I use it. Today I'm trying to use up all of my Too Faced because I'm on boycott with them, but I love the peach products. I love them, and I use that. After using this all week, and then using what used to be one of my favorites, the Peach Perfect Loose Powder, this one is fabulous. So this is Nakia Joy Velvet Finishing Powder. Don't know how it'll be on dry skin. It's not as though it keeps me matte all day. Nothing keeps me matte all day. I'm still blotting by noon, but a lovely finish. What else? Had all kinds of, used Chanel. It was a little peachy. Ultra Latent in, I think, 30, B30. That's usually what I am. Very fragranced, as you would expect with Chanel, most Chanel products. And although I love the scent of Chanel's blush, love it to the ends of the earth, I'm not thrilled with the scent in the foundation. You know, I gotta say, I was a doubter for years. Estee Lauder Double Finish, Double Wear. I've owned this since working since my career started after college. I've used many foundations over the year, and I have many, many favorites. Like trying to pick my favorite foundation, I'm like, well, what's the temperature? What's the humidity? Where am I going? How long am I wearing it for? What's the event? Like, I have all these criteria to pick my foundation. But I went back to the Double Wear this week, and my skin was beautiful. I applied with a sponge. I applied everything with a sponge this week. I'm 2N1. It's yellow, which for me is perfect. But if you were truly neutral, I think you would find 2N1, what's the name of it? Desert Beige, to be yellow. So I don't know if you'd need to mix it with a cool, I don't really know, but just buying online, if you're truly neutral, this is yellow, which is perfect for me. And my skin with this, it was gorgeous. And then this powder, angels were singing. Angels were singing. I also used Collab, which you buy at Sally's. It's like 6, 7, 8, 9 famous makeup YouTubers all got together and collabed and put out a whole line and sold at Sally's. I think I'm in yellow, golden, olive, something of that nature. Golden. And it is beautiful. It's a very nice, very nice. And this is the matte version. So Collab. What other? Oh, one of my all-time favorites. All-time, everyday favorites. This will always, as long as they make it, this will be in my collection. And that's the Maybelline Fit Me. Mine is the matte and poreless, but I have tried the one for normal to dry skin, just as beautiful. I love this foundation. I'm 220 in it. And now that I've rediscovered my love of Double Wear, one of my other all-time favorite foundations is the Beauty Blender Foundation, Bounce. I am 2.20 in it. I wish they would change the packaging. As you can see, it's a mess. I understand it was clever, put the sponge in here. Like, you know, it actually comes out downward and then you put your sponge in here. It was very clever when it came out, but we really need a different package. And maybe they do by now. Maybe they do by now. I have so much foundation, I rarely finish any of them. This is I really picked some winners for foundation. Oh, and this one, again, would never be without it in my collection. Maybelline Super Stay Better Skin. And I believe I'm 220 in this one as well. I'm very consistent in color, 45. Oh, 45. Maybelline usually stays consistent. Anyway, Sand Beige, 45. This is, regardless of skin, dry, very dry, normal, oily. Oily, you're going to have to work, you know, you might have to blot a little earlier in the day. You might have to touch up with powder. Oh my gosh, this is gorgeous. Gorgeous. Double wear, run for the money. Gorgeous. Maybelline, Better Skin, Superstay. What else did I do this week? Blushes. I know I had more blushes, but this was a favorite. Estee Lauder. What is this? Wild Rose or Sculpting Blush? Audacious Plum. I don't see anything plum about it. Beautiful on the skin. Beautiful on the skin. So I used Audacious Plum. And bronzer was my Maybelline 4 Master Bronzer. I just take my brush and swirl it in these two. And warm up my temples, forehead, kind of across my cheeks. And then the other blush I used a lot, I kind of went warmer this week. I'm warm today, as a matter of fact. I'm wearing this today, I think. No, it's not. Yes, it's Blush Sienna. It's Laura Geller, very peachy, not as bright as that would look, not at all as bright. And Percati Peachy, and Baked Elements. Probably not made anymore. This was kind of a limited edition. I think there were only 4 colors. All of them are beautiful. So this is a beautiful blush. There's not so much shimmer. As a matter of fact, it looks a little shimmery. It's not. It's just, I mean, you don't see sparklies on my face, do you? Oh, beautiful blush. Am I done? Lipstick. Oh, this is the other blush. I guess I used more blush than I thought. And this is pure. I think this came as like some Christmas special with lipsticks and mascaras and things. But I just took my brush and did this. And a little bit when I needed to warm up. I was amazed at how good, and hardly any fallout, hardly any dusty kick up. I was amazed at how good this was. And then I know there was a mascara I could not stand. It was a sample. Here we are. It's Urban Decay Troublemaker. This is a sample size. Oh my gosh, it was just spider legs, like clumpy. Oh, it was terrible. Perversion was the best mascara of the week. And then I used, again, for me, much lighter colors. This is a MAC. And this is brand new from L'Oreal. And it actually, amazing staying powder. It has I don't know if you can tell, but it has a core. There we go. It has a core that's very hydrating. And here's the color. It's beautiful. And it lasts way longer than I thought it would. I thought it would be slippery and sliding all over. Beautiful. And I love the fact they went to white and gold packaging on this line. Gorgeous. 2 more. No, this is Bite Beauty. Surprising, since I'm not a Bite fan. I must have liked the color. And another MAC. Or did I already show? Oh, this is a deeper MAC. Maybe I should put that on today. I look half dead. These light colors, at least on the camera I do. ColourPop, I think, is a great formula. If you like bullet lipsticks, ColourPop, can't beat it. Can't beat it. Cannot beat it. Maybelline, ColourPop, wonderful. And that, ladies and gents, I think is it for the week for me. So I thought it would be fun to share what I went through, what I liked, what I didn't. I liked most everything, with the exception of the wrong color, really, and the Armani concealer, so I can't blame the concealer. And the Avon mascara was okay, and the Urban Decay Troublemaker was horrendous. Oh, tried Pure, P-U-R, Fully Charged, that was out a few years ago. It might be that it's so old. It was a little on the clumpy side. And that was some of them. I'm sure I didn't remember to put everything in there because I'm not used to doing that. But what else? So dinner was lovely. Tough day. Friday was a tough day. Vito's birthday. It's the worst day of the year for me. It's worse than our anniversary. It's worse than my birthday. It's worse than Christmas, our anniversary. It is the worst day of the year for me. It's his birthday. And sent greetings and greetings and salutations. Is that what makeup Samaj says? Anyway, to his twin brother there in Arizona. And got many, many kind messages on his birthday supporting me, which is great. I'm looking at my flowers on this side of the house. Right, well, this is actually right against the house, going, you're not doing too good. Probably because you're not getting enough sun. I said, oh, well, let me just take a try. Nah, they need more sun. I might have to move them. Ugh. So thank you for joining me. I hope this was fun. No Aldi finds. No, I didn't go to Costco this week actually. No Aldi finds this week. Was kind of bummed I couldn't find their liver sausage, Braunschweiger. I did delivery. I did Aldi delivery. Yes, I was lazy, and I thought maybe I'll save even more money by not being tempted to grab this, grab that, buy 2 of these instead of 1 of these. It worked out really well, so I was pretty pleased. And I have Instacart, so I have a paid yearly subscription, so the delivery was, well, it wasn't free, but I have a one-time annual fee, so I can order from Instacart until I'm blue in the face. Same thing with DoorDash for hot, you know, like for food, hot food being delivered. Have no idea what we're going to have for dinner. How late is it? It's very late, probably way past dinner time actually. And Ben is safely in Florida. Met Thea. They brought the dog. Oh my God, I could talk another hour about that, but I won't. But is she a sweetie? She's 6 months old. Sits on the plane, service dog. I don't know what to say about that, but oh, is she sweet. Calm, sweet. My dogs are like, you put them with strangers, they're like maniacs. Like, lick me, look at me, look at me. Have a wonderful evening. I hope this was helpful in that, I don't mean helpful, like I beat the cicadas, that's all I care about. And if you hear anything behind me, it's the fountain. But I'm not sure it'll come up on camera. Good night, have a great week. Bye-bye.